my honor to introduce my dear friend Pal tonight. Pal was special to Kobe, as a teammate, as a man, and as a friend.
And if you get Vanessa Bryant pregnant, you become the Black Mamba, okay? You recover the mantle. It's like the Green Lantern ring. Like all the magic, all the work ethic, the mentality, it's all in there. Where else would he leave us at?
It's just lunch on the glad deal.
According to the internet, Vanessa Bryant is expecting twins. Furthermore, they assert that she eventually took Kobe's spot, and then it is at the worst possible time. For all of a sudden, a 21-year-old's finest moment was overshadowed by pregnancy rumors, Instagram hypotheses, and a great deal of disrespect, while the world should have been celebrating her daughter Natalia's graduation from USC with honors. TikToks claimed soft launches, photos began to appear, and perspectives were zoomed in. Then came the alleged sources discussing betrayal, twins, and baby fathers. Natalia was caught in the crossfire as Vanessa's quiet suddenly turned into a scandal. Fans are now bringing up Kobe's legacy and making outrageous assertions about her past relationships, in addition to simply inquiring as to whether she is pregnant. The rumors turned nasty, involving NBA great and famous family friends. What about Natalia? She simply watched in real time as her moment fell apart. School had nothing to do with her crash out. Let us get started. Natalia Bryant had just graduated with honors from USC, marking one of the most significant turning points in her life. And for anyone, that is enormous. However, it had a deeper meaning for her. Even though she was grieving for her father and her younger sister, she managed to not only make it through college, but also to stand tall and proudly bear her family's name. This is her, strutting the stage like a real pro. And for a while, everyone was just pleased for her. Celebrities congratulated the family, the internet was filled with affection, and even Taylor Swift sent kind presents. It seemed like a victory, as if the Bryants were finally getting lucky. Then, however, the rumors began. Less than a week later, the emphasis changed. All of a sudden, nobody was discussing Natalia's achievements. Instead, Vanessa Bryant's tummy was the center of attention because rumors start to circulate around that time. Vanessa is expecting a child, and the responses were immediate as soon as that appeared on the timeline. People's internet reactions were as follows.
Vanessa Bryant pregnant? I ain't want to be in motherfucker's business, but what the you telling me Kobe Bryant's ex-wife is pregnant with somebody else's baby? What the bumble clot? You not be serious. You can't be serious.
Like one of those unexpected plot twists, the story quickly changed course. Congratulations, Natalia. Now, who was Vanessa sleeping with? What about the headlines? Began to sound less like news and more like gossip blogs. Even worse, Natalia was thrown into the midst of the rumors that she was taking Kobe's place. When everyone else is acting as though her mother's private affairs are breaking news, how is this girl supposed to enjoy her moment? She's 21. In her lifetime, she has already experienced more loss than most individuals do. She now has to watch her mother being attacked online, and the memory of her father, as if it were all a show. It makes sense why many claim she crashed out. Before she could even catch her breath, the internet pulled her into yet another tidal wave. Then the proof began to come in. Pictures appeared, people slowed down the video, circled her waist, and zoomed in on angles to demonstrate that there was a bump. CSI was born on the internet. Vanessa edition in a flash. What about the jokes? Yes, they also began to fly. Look at this one, which got supporters yelling.
And if you get Vanessa Bryant pregnant, you become the Black Mamba, okay? You recover the mantle. It's like the Green Lantern ring. Like all the magic, all the work ethic, the mentality, it's all in there. Where else would he leave?
Funny now. Remember though, that Vanessa has not mentioned dating. No selfies during the soft launch. No unidentified man in the background of a brunch photo. Not even a flirtatious, cryptic emoji. The internet continued to behave as though it had cracked some sort of code. What then did Vanessa do? She returned the clap. She took to Instagram and shared two memes that, without much explanation, stated it all. The initial one, an image of Rihanna flipping the bird while wearing goggles. The caption said, "Me protecting my peace, not pregnant and having fun all summer." The second one, "I'm not mean, I'm just not the one." Sharp, short, first, and distinctly Vanessa. However, rather than calming the conversation, her answer exacerbated it. People began to delve further. According to some, she was merely attempting to preserve her privacy. Others accused her of lying outright. The comment threads were ablaze. As one user put it, according to statistics, she waited much longer than most men would. Let that woman live. It's no one's business. Another got even bolder. Not a fan of her or her ex-husband, but she's not cheating. She a widow. Black men are just mad because she got the bag and is allowed to move on with her non-black life. Yeah, that is how messy it got. What is the worst? Vanessa was no longer the only focus of this. This rumor, her daughters were particularly affected, particularly Natalia, because it hurts when others start claiming that your mother is attempting to take your father's place. Let us move on to the baby daddy conjecture, which is what actually made this rumor go from spicy to outright viral. Because when rumors of a potential pregnancy began to circulate, people were not only checking to see whether it was true, they were curious as to who it was. For example, who might take Kobe Bryant's place? First, let us talk about the one that had folks whispering. Pelinka Rob. You know Rob, if you know basketball. He became one of the family's best friends and served as Kobe's agent for many years. He even assisted in overseeing some of Kobe's off-court business dealings. So, yes, they have a long history. A TikTok on a widely shared image of the two even sparked speculation about their relationship. Take a look.
Vanessa Bryant and Rob Pelinka picture goes viral, and a lot of people are speculating about if Rob Pelinka and Vanessa Bryant are, nah, I mean, Rob Pelinka, you thought you got away with it, but you ain't get away with it.
Fans were raising their eyebrows, though, because of one adorable birthday post. On Kobe's birthday, Vanessa paid tribute to him by sharing a few pictures and a heartfelt message. But that was all it took in the domain of the internet. Immediately, many began to question if there was more to the story. The catch? Rob has a spouse, not in secret either, happily married, with children, and in the public eye. Therefore, although the friendship is genuine and strong, there has never been any proof of a romantic relationship. That did not stop the rumors from spreading, though. Then the name appeared, which truly put the blogs in a tight spot. Gasol Pau. And truthfully, it is not your fault if folks give this one the side eye. Pau did not appear once after Kobe's death. He was always there. He has attended family meals. On significant occasions, he sends flowers. You can tell there was something even when you consider how Vanessa introduced him during Kobe's jersey retiring.
My honor to introduce my dear friend Pal tonight. Pal was special to Kobe, as a teammate, as a man, and as a friend.
However, what sparked the internet's excitement? Roses for Valentine's Day. Vanessa received white roses, not crimson. Still though, Valentine's Day? Quickly, people began to inquire. Unless there is more going on, what type of friend would give flowers to a widow on that particular day?
Paul Gasol surprises Vanessa Bryant with some beautiful white roses, and everybody think it's just okay because, you know, they're just friends. There's nothing going on.
So here we are. Is Vanessa pregnant? Is not the only question people have. They want to know who conceived her. Furthermore, they are not inquiring out of interest. They ask as if it were a competition, as if every man is being evaluated against Kobe Bryant on a scoreboard, which is when things start to become a little gloomy because Vanessa's private life is no longer the only topic of discussion. Her daughter is also being impacted. You have to know who Kobe Bryant was to Los Angeles in order to truly get why this Vanessa rumor is so prevalent there. It was best expressed by a Reddit user. Kobe is a deity in LA. The guy is a legit religion in LA. No other sports figure comes close to being worshipped in LA like Kobe. Not Jeter in NY, LeBron in Cleveland, Curry in the Bay, Brady in Boston, not even Mike in Chicago. The notion that Vanessa would be pregnant now, 5 years later, it feels like a personal betrayal to some fans, particularly in Los Angeles, which, when you take a step back and look at it closely, is crazy. Because, let us face it, Vanessa never requested attention. She was not out here trying to gain influence. She was Kobe's wife, the mother of his children, and she suddenly found herself a widow. However, some of her fans, mostly men, are behaving as though she owes them her sorrow, as if her recovery must take a specific form. They cannot let go of their idol, thus she must remain frozen in time. She should never date again, according to some, because becoming a legend like Kobe is now her job. Hold on, what? So in order to maintain this ideal fantasy, she is only expected to raise children, mourn in solitude, and never fall in love again? Now hurry up. And the most terrifying aspect, with Vanessa, the energy does not end there. It also glides straight to Natalia, because guess who do people want to carry the torch if they believe her mother insulted Kobe's memory by moving on? Natalia. All of a sudden, the Kobe legacy scrutinizes everything she does, including what she wears, who she dates, and her speech. She has not made any public statements. Not a single word. Nevertheless, people continue to impose their own interpretations on her silence. Let us discuss the true story of their marriage before someone preaches that Vanessa owes Kobe to remain unmarried forever. Since it was not a flawless fairy tale, it was emotional, messy, and quite public. Vanessa was only 17 when Kobe first met her. She was working on a music video set while still a high school student. He was already a rising star in the NBA at the age of 21. He fell in love with her the moment he laid eyes on her, and they were soon engaged. They were married a year later. It was not just young love, though. There was a great deal of noise. Kobe was suspected of having an affair with a 19-year-old hotel employee in 2003. He came clean about cheating on Vanessa, but the lawsuit was ultimately dropped. The woman did not consider it consenting, he added.
One thing that you did write about in the book, and that has been highlighted, is Code case.
Mm-hmm.
And you had made a TikTok on it saying, basically, you know, if you read the details of the investigation and of the allegations, a lot of it is tied to Kobe and his personality, and there's some awkwardness in there. Can you explain some of that and kind of what you found out from reading that investigation?
Yeah, well, I actually went to Eagle, Colorado, where it took place, and spoke with a lot of people. And it's interesting. Like, do I think Kobe wrote this woman? Yes. Do I think Kobe thought he was humping this woman? No. And I know that sounds like a cop-out answer, but I don't mean it that way.
It was among the darkest moments of his professional life. Vanessa, too, she supported him. She did not participate in interviews. She did not cry in front of reporters. She accepted it. She also remained. Kobe expressed regret with words, tears, and a $4 million apology ring. $4 million indeed. Thus, this union was not Disney. It was difficult. It was a person. And Vanessa continued to shield him throughout it all. Do not divulge anything. His name is not dragging from any interviews. She has no controversies to report. That marriage was carried by her. His image was carried by her, even when he failed to keep her safe. People on the internet are now stating that she should never fall in love again out of respect. In reality, what are they saying? Because Vanessa was already more gracious to him than most women would ever be. As one commenter stated, Kobe cheated on her before. Let her move on. She stayed down before and after the drama. She left for neither the money nor the fame. For the family, she stayed. For the females, for what they were creating in the future. One thing has remained constant throughout all the heartache, all the news stories, and all the gossip. It is not just Vanessa and her girls, because there are actual individuals who know her and have supported this family through every stage, even while the internet has been occupied with debates over whether she has the right to move on. And now it was the time to discuss found relatives. It does not have to be blood that holds you down. Sometimes, what matters most are the people who remain after the cameras have left. And one of those individuals, Shaquille O'Neal.
You got Natalia and those two little babies?
Always. Oh, listen, babies, they don't call me Uncle Shaq for a reason. You call me up, you find me, I'm not hard to find, I'll do whatever y'all need.
Paul Gasol, of course. It is possible that the baby daddy rumors mentioned his name. Let us face it, though. His contributions to the Bryant family go far beyond rumors. He was not simply there for the cameras once. He has consistently been a part of their lives. Paul has consistently shown up for peaceful check-ins and family vacations, and he paid the utmost tribute to Gigi's memory when he and his wife had a kid. Take a look.
Gasol writing, our little one has finally arrived, Elizabeth Gianna Gasol, a very meaningful name for our super beautiful daughter, hashtag girl dad. And if that wasn't enough, they also asked Vanessa Bryant to be Elizabeth's godmother, an honor that she happily accepted. Vanessa writing, my goddaughter is here. Congratulations, Pao and Kat. Love you three so much. So touched by your request to honor my Gigi.
More important than any headline or comment is this, because Vanessa, Natalia, Bianca, and Capri have formed a strong circle despite all the lawsuits, losses, and judgments. And it is that circle that keeps them going when things get tough and the world turns against them once more. The world is once again reminding Vanessa and Natalia that fame, legacy, and pain are not merciful, regardless of whether she is pregnant or not. Someone attempts to strangle this family with the past the instant they try to breathe. And what happens when they eventually quit requesting permission to live if the cost of mending is negative public opinion? The fact is that the Bryant women have already overcome the unimaginable. What occurs, therefore, when they decide that surviving is insufficient? and resume their pursuit of happiness. Please share your opinions in the comments section below. Please remember to hit like and subscribe while you are at it. I will see you in the future video.